Hey, what's up, guys? It is Team Awesomeness here, and today is day 5 of the Spider-Man Homecoming 5-day countdown. It's the last day, and you know what that means. Tomorrow, the movie comes out. So excited. And so, for our last video of the countdown, I'm going to be showing you all the Spider-Man stuff I have, except for clothes. I'm not going to show you any of the clothes I have. But I'm going to be showing you all the kind of stuff that I have that's Spider-Man related, and it's pretty sweet. So, yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so to start off, we got my Spider-Man shelf. Here we've got different Spider-Man little cars. Spider-Man pocket watch. Knife. A little stamp, bookmark, a magnet, a 3D printed thing. That's 3D printed. 2 different card decks, another magnet, a little thing from Party City, some pens. You know, this is a postcard, notebook, little bouncy ball, little Rubik's Cube, Spider-Man Rubik's Cube, another little car. Little vinyls. And then there's this lanyard holding up all these different Spider-Man keychains. So that's my Spider-Man shelf. Oh, we also have this, which I got at Comic-Con. Kind of see the reflection of my shirt here. But it's Dr. Quackapus versus Spider-Taz. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that is my Spider-Man shelf. Alright, now if we move over here a little bit to the window, in order to show you this, I got a Spider-Man bracelet. It's a paracord bracelet that I made. So I made this, it's pretty cool. And I got this Spider-Man cup that I keep pennies in. And another one over here that I keep quarters in. Here's show that. This kind of temporary, but it's Band-Aids. This is for a little keychain. There's a magazine that I had a separate video on. Then there's another car. And then this bracelet right here that my sister actually made in her jewelry class at school. It's a kind of a cool little metal working thing, so my sister actually made that for me. Then I've got this, which is like a piggy bank. There's a slot to put money in there. This that I made in art class is actually a totem pole thing. You can see the bottom is Captain America's shield and Thor's hammer and then Spider-Man. And so that's the little thing I made for art. That came with a shirt I got at Comic-Con. Speaking of shirts and stuff like that, I will not be showing anything that in this video that I wear. So there's another car. You can see the spider somewhere right there. And then here, come up here, I've got different Spider-Man Legos. So here's Dr. Octopus, Superior Spider-Man, you know, Iron Spider, Jackal, 2 Carnages, Silk, a Green Goblin, you know, different Spider-Mans and all the webs that I have. So those are kind of my Lego dudes. And then I have a Spider-Man wallet. I'm not going to open it up because I want you to see any of my stuff, but I have a Spider-Man wallet. And then and I have on my keys, on my car keys, I've got this Spider-Man pop keychain. It's pretty cool. And then here's the little Mickey keychain. It's pretty cool. I really like that one. Then this is a really cool keychain. It's kind of like a Spider-Man sword. Because I really like knives and stuff like that. So, and you can actually pull it out. So So it's like a little Spider-Man sword. It's pretty cool. So that's that. That's really cool. Here's all my pop keychains. I collect pop keychains, but here is the Spider-Man one. And then underneath that, I have the Spider-Man handbook, How to Become Spider-Man. It's pretty funny. It's definitely not serious. And a lanyard. And then, this is pretty cool. I just got this. It's a Spider-Man Marvel Legends figure, the Spider-Man Homecoming one. It's really cool. And I used just some white paracord rope to make the web, to make it look like he's hanging, that classic pose. And what he's hanging from is pretty cool, but that's actually going to be one of the last things I show you. So I'm just going to kind of skip past it. And I've got that up on my wall. I got that from one of my friends. It's really neat. And then I got this awesome art at Comic-Con. My first time I went to Comic-Con. It's really cool. Love that art. And I got this, which is pretty cool. It's canvas, along with that. And then I also have this, which is metal. Looks like just a poster, but it's actually metal, and it comes out a little bit. It's pretty cool. And I have my Comic-Con poster. And then I have this shelf with some cool stuff up there. As you can see right there, that is kind of like the Mickey Spider-Man hat thing that I got when I went to Disney. That's a paper project that I made in art. It's kind of hard to see right now, but that I drew, or not drew, well, it's kind of like a 3D thing that you can get, and then you get to color it, and I kind of colored half of it Peter Parker, half of it Miles Morales. Then web shooters that I actually made myself. They're really good, I think, but I actually made those myself. Then that pop figure is an exclusive from Collector's Corp that I got at Comic-Con. And then this is the Spider-Man Homecoming wave, the ones over here. I'm not finished with it, but I'm going to end up finishing the wave. And then if we go down here, on my bed, I've got a Spider-Man pillow. This is obviously the best side in the back. Has some stuff on it. And then obviously what you saw me put that on top of, my Spider-Man suit, which I've laid out on my bed here. It's pretty sweet. And then some of the best stuff over here. It's my comics, alright? So, right here I've got a good stack of some pretty sweet ones, so I think I'm going to go ahead and show them to you. So this one is signed by Dan Slott. He's the writer, and it's pretty sweet. So the Superior Spider-Man signed by Dan Slott. Then this is signed by Mark Waid, as you can see right there, and it's all new Different Avengers issue 1. So that's pretty sweet. There's a signature. Then this, I'm sure you've seen this before. It's a pretty classic picture of Spider-Man. So that's pretty sweet. Holding open a T-Rex mouth. That's an awesome comic that I was able to get. Then Return of the Spot. This is a pretty awesome comic just because there's a panel in here that shows Spider-Man punching himself through the spot. If you know what I'm talking about, it's pretty sweet. I might show it in another video. I think I might go more in depth in some of my comics in another video. If you guys want to see that, just put a comment. Then this is a 30th anniversary comic, and it kind of has like a little hologramic type thing of the classic. And then here's another holographic type thing, also for the 30th anniversary that I got. I got both of those at Comic-Con. Then this is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Snared by Spider-Man. I thought that was kind of funny, so that's why these are like my favorite ones, or ones that don't mean too much. And then Guardians of the Galaxy Team Up, which is pretty sweet. And then this one, which is really sweet. The Spider-Man Legend of the, Arachnite. So that one's pretty sweet. These are pretty sweet. I really like these comics. These are some of my favorites. And then I also have, I don't have them separately, but I have the Civil War storyline. in kind of like a book that's all the comic books for that. And then all the Amazing Spider-Man tie-ins to the Civil War comic book. I also have this book, which holds old classic ones, the best of Marvel Comics. Of course, it's awesome that it has Spider-Man on it. And if you look in it, it has like some of the old comics. You know, and they're really good. I've read most of them. It kind of shows what it has in there. But it has some really good comics in there. I really love it. It has this one, I think it's this one. The story where Spider-Man visits a kid who's like sick with, I think is like leukemia or something, and then takes off his mask for him. And then underneath here, this is my comic box. If we open it up, those are all the other comics I have in series that I follow and stuff like that. So there's a lot there. Pretty sweet, huh? And then I already showed you like my favorites. And for the final thing, and probably one of the, oh wait, forgot this. It's a Spider-Man spinner that I just got. It's pretty nice. Yeah, if you want to see a more in-depth video on that, you know, let me know. Or if you want a more in-depth video on that, you know, let me know. Now, for the best thing in my collection is another comic book. It is a comic book signed by Stan Lee, Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, issue 1. And the reason that this is, I got this specific comic book signed is because it is the first series that I ever followed, and it is still currently one of my favorite Spider-Man series. It's really, I love that storyline. It's so nice. It's really good. And there's the signature, Stan Lee. Sweet. And up here you can see it's like authenticated and stuff like that. And it like shows some information about it. Like, it has not been out of that thing since it was signed. And then we put the little case thing inside of a shadow box. And so that is my prized possession of my Spider-Man collection, is the Spider-Man comic book signed by Stan Lee. It is pretty sweet, guys. I mean, it is awesome. So, yeah. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Tomorrow I'll be making a video as well, the day of the movie, and yeah. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.